Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the challenges of keeping parents and guardians informed and involved in your classroom? Do you sometimes feel like you're not on the same page and it's infecting your students' success? Well, my friend, you are not alone. I'm here to help. Hi, I'm April, and welcome to my channel where we talk about all things related to classroom management, reading, STEM, planning, whatever. Everything that we need for success as teachers. Today, we're talking about a crucial topic: effective communication with parents and guardians. This is essential for classroom management and student success. So grab your favorite beverage, maybe a notebook and a pen, sit on back, and let's get started. So let's start with the basics. We want to establish regular communication with our students' families. It's all about consistency and reliability. So I have a few strategies that I'm going to share with you that have really worked well in my classroom. 1, having a weekly newsletter. It could be email, printed, posted in your learning management system, wherever your parents are, that's going to keep them informed and in the loop into what's going on in your classroom. You want to include important dates, upcoming events, and highlights from the week. I've shared all kinds of tips and information with families in different ways because I'm meeting the need of the families. What is important to them, as well as I have my students read it too. I do teach 5th grade, but that is part of one of my expectations is Monday morning that they read our weekly newsletter. The second thing you could do is create a classroom website or a blog. I have done this before as well. Before we had a learning management system, I created my own website for families and students to be able to use and access. So this could be, again, a place for resources, homework assignments, announcements, anything that parents can use to access at any time. Now at the district I work in, we have a learning management system where parents sign up as observers and they can see all of those things. So I don't keep a classroom website anymore, but if that's not an option for you, you could create a free classroom website. Parent-teacher conferences. Having parent-teacher conferences, especially in elementary school, is so meaningful. Having these meetings with parents, taking the time to have an in-depth conversation about their progress makes a world of difference. You can talk about academics, social, behavioral, all types of things because it's much more easy for us to verbalize than to type out all the time. If parent-teacher conferences aren't built into your school year, something I've done is I spend a few days after school, before school, or even during prep time, and I invite parents to do a video conference with me or come in and meet with me. Yes, I have to take that time to do that, but when I did, it made such a huge impact. Communication apps like Class Dojo, Remind, Seesaw, they're also great tools to use to keep your parents and families in the loop of what's going on, give quick updates, reminders, share things, or even have a direct message conversation with the families. That's another great system that I've used in the past and that has worked very well. So if you found any of those tips helpful, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more information. Another thing that we want to do when we are thinking about parent communication is we want to think about sharing positive news and progress regularly. So let's talk about the power of positive communication. Sharing good news can really strengthen your relationship with parents, and I'm going to give you some ways to do it. It doesn't mean that you're going to tell them every single positive thing or that you don't have issues or concerns or negative things at times. But the more you share with the positive, the stronger the relationship, the more happy everybody is. So one thing you can do is make positive parent phone calls. You can make it a habit to call parents with the positive news about their child. It's a great way to build that rapport with families right at the beginning of the school year. If that's not something that you feel like you can maintain throughout the school year, that's okay. At least you started the school year or something like that. Now, to me, beginning of the school year is very overwhelming, and I can't handle that. And so that might be something I do more regularly throughout the school year as opposed to the beginning. You can also send home reports with information about the student's progress. What are they achieving? What are they doing really well? This could be in the form of an email. It could be a form that you have that you send home via paper. Lots of different ways that you can communicate that with your families. And then also creating student work displays. So showcasing their work in hallways displays, class websites, newsletters, however it is that you're communicating and sharing things with families. If you're showing, here's what they're doing really well, that makes people feel very proud. So take a minute, comment down below, what is your favorite way to share positive news with parents in your classroom? Of course, not all communication is always going to be that good news. Sometimes we have to address concerns, and that's just part of it. So we want to do it promptly. We want to be collaborative. That's very key. So here are some ideas for how you can handle that effectively. You want to do it early. Reach out to parents as soon as you notice a problem. Early intervention is crucial. If you wait weeks to reach out to a parent about something, one, you may not know what's going on with them at home and if that's affecting something going on in the classroom. And two, it doesn't help the student. You can do things at school, but until you have that communication with parents, there's no bridge connecting the two. You also want to work with parents on how to collaboratively problem solve whatever is going on. So when you work with those parents, try to come up with some solutions, develop an action plan together. And then definitely make sure you have clear and constructive communication with the families. Be very clear and specific when you're discussing concerns. Offer constructive feedback and actionable suggestions. Sometimes parents are looking to us as teachers to help. They don't always have the answers, just like we don't always have the answers. So the more we can work together, the stronger impact it's going to have. Also, don't forget, check out my other videos on classroom management for more tips. If you are finding this video helpful, I highly encourage you to stay tuned and then continue watching the series. Let's talk about involving parents in your classroom community. When parents are active participants, it really strengthens the bond between home and school. This isn't always easy, and I know it's different depending on the type of environment that you work in or that your students live in. There's no perfect solution. So these are going to be some ideas that you could use to implement in your classroom. One, create volunteer opportunities. Invite parents to volunteer for classroom activities, field trips, special events. The more that they start coming in, the more invested and involved they're going to be. You could also organize some parent workshops. So think about topics that are relevant to parents, like helping with homework or understanding the curriculum that you're teaching. All the time I hear, we don't understand this new math. It's not new math, it's just different. And so having a workshop that leads them through that helps them really understand so that they can be more helpful at home. And even invite them to classroom celebrations. Think about events that you can hold where parents can celebrate their own child's achievements and engage within the school community. So have an open house where families can come in and see the work the students are doing, or the students give a presentation to their families. If you really struggle with having families come in and participate in those events, one of the best ways I've found is to offer an incentive to those families to come in. What is it that would really draw them in to get them in the building in the first place to then also engage in their child's learning? So just a reminder, effective communication with parents, guardians, families is the cornerstone of successful classroom management. You want to establish regular communication. You want to share positive news, address concerns collaboratively, and involve parents in the classroom community. By doing that, we can create that supportive network that benefits everyone. Start implementing these strategies today. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Also, check out the links in the description for more resources and my free classroom management guide. Let's work together to create a thriving educational environment for students. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I love this journey for you.